If you need some coins to add some ballers to your team, make sure you go ahead and check out mudreserve.com. Fast service, great rates, no need to rely on pack luck. Get yourself some coins, buy the players you want, use code SPREE at checkout for 15% off.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having another fantastic day today. You can call me Spree and welcome back to another video. Late last night, just before the worldwide launch of Madden 21, they dropped the first promo of the year, Superstar MVPs. There are a whole bunch of new players, some new challenges, some new things you can buy in the training store. There's a lot with this new promo. So let's go ahead and break it down, thinking about the players that you might want to be adding to your team and ways that you can go ahead and make some coins with this promo. Just before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content, if you have a good time, and definitely think about popping down, hitting that subscribe button down below so you can check out all the content that we drop in the future as well. Now, when you first go into Madden Ultimate Team, you will see this new animation. Beautiful. Now, if you don't have a very good QB, maybe you want to keep this card, but I would suggest, if you don't need him, go ahead, take the training. You can't put them into sets. Not going to say no to some free training. Now, I think the best place to start to break down this promo is actually going to be in the set. So here we are, Superstar MVPs. As you can see, we have our Superstar MVP Lamar Jackson. This guy is looking crazy. We will go ahead and check out these stats for some of these top cards. The other master we have is this man, Tyrann Mathieu. Now, to pick up either of these masters, these 89 overall cards, you need to add 4 specific cards to the sets. Tyler Lockett, Tre'Davious White, Mike McGlinchey, Preston Smith. Now, if you add all 4 cards to the set, you get the master, you get its power up, and then you also get the chance to pick 2 of these cards to have back as NAT if you want to go ahead and add them to the team. Now, just like most promos you'll be familiar with, there are different tiers of cards for this particular promo. We've checked out the 89s. Now, the cards that go into the sets, they are 85 to 86 overall. You can see some of these sets to build up those cards. What you need to pick up those cards, you need some lower overall elite, so 80 to 82 overall, all within this particular promo. And as you can see, there's a different amount of cards required to build up these particular cards. The final grouping of players for this promo are going to be a bunch of golds. Now, to quickly recap, you can take those golds, you can turn them into 80 to 82 overall cards. You can take those 80 to 82s, turn them into 85s to 86s. And then you can put those cards into the set to complete the master of your choice. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to go ahead and pick up these cards, but the first one I'm going to suggest to all of you is to go ahead and jump in and check out the challenges. Now, there are 2 different types of sets related to this promo. First up, there's a Superstar MVP Daily Challenge. Now, you go ahead and beat the 2 challenges. These are going to refresh each day, and you're going to be able to pick up a free NAT 76 to 78 overall player. Now, the main set of challenges is going to be the Superstar MVPs. Now, as you can see, I've completed all of the challenges for this. I wanted to make sure I could break down these challenges completely, so I made sure I went ahead and finished them all. All up, there are 41 challenges. If we go ahead and check out the milestones, you get some coins. As you can see, you get a few players as well. So these 376 to 78, they are all auctionable. So you could go ahead and just sell those cards, pocket the coins. Tier 4, you get yourself an NAT 85 to 86. Those are the cards that you need to build up the master. So you're going to be a quarter of the way to a Lamar Jackson, to a Tyrann Mathieu, just by getting up to that milestone. If you complete all the challenges, you'll also get 2 NAT 80 to 82 overall players. I don't know if it's particularly worth it, but I went ahead and did it just so I have those cards if I want to go ahead and do some of these sets. Another way to go ahead and pick up these cards is obviously to jump into packs. Now, there is this new pack, Superstar MVP pack, 30,000 coins. It does guarantee you a couple of these cards, but my first instinct is this isn't particularly great value. Now, with this promo, we also have our first chance to buy cards with training. We've got the 76 to 78. It's going to cost you 60 training. You've got this 80 to 86. It's going to cost you 450 training. Training is super expensive at the moment. I know people will be diving into these packs, but unless you have a bunch of coins, if you're willing to experiment, if you have a bunch of training, I'd probably shy away until we get some news that there are some really good glitchy ways to make some coins out of this particular reroll. Now, we've spent all this time thinking about how you go ahead and pick up these cards. We need to go ahead and dive on and check out these stats, check out which of these new cards are going to be super glitchy. Starting off with the Masters, Tyrann Mathieu, going for around 240,000 coins on PlayStation at the moment. Let's go check out his stats. 87 speed, 89 excel, 89 zone, 88 man. This man is going to be able to cover everything. He's going to be a very good coverage safety. Now what makes the cards for this promo interesting is they already have some abilities and X factors already baked into the cards. For Tyrann Mathieu, he's got universal coverage, so that's going to give him improved coverage in man and zone. He's also got Homer, one step ahead, and I think that's mid-zone knockout. Obviously training is super expensive at the moment. Not having to go ahead and spend a bunch on training to upgrade these cards to give them the abilities and X factor, it's going to save you a bunch of coins. It makes this promo really interesting. Now the card everyone's going to be excited about is this man, Lamar Jackson, going for a very similar price, but 89 speed, 87 throw power, 80 mid, 88 short, 82 deep. Now not a crazy speed boost, but across the board much better throwing stats compared to his 86 overall correlate. And if we go ahead and look at his ability slash X factors, he's got Truz, he's got Dashing Deadeye, Escape Artist, and I think that's Safety Valve. Pretty solid combination of abilities right there. Now to go ahead and pick up those cards, you need those 86s and 85s. They're going for somewhere in the region of 70 to 80,000 coins at the moment. Now these cards don't have as many abilities as the Masters, but Tyler Lockett here, Energizer, Return Man, and an X Factor as well. He would be a pretty solid addition to pretty much anyone's team. I'm sure he's got some decent speed as well. Look at that, 88 speed. Now if we go ahead and check out the 80 to 82 overalls, there may be some cards in here that you're particularly interested in, some that would be pretty solid additions to your team. Now the first of three guys who I think would be good additions if you are on a slightly lower budget is going to be Russell Okung. What makes this card a potentially good addition is the fact that it has an ability. Edge Protector is going to give you better, stronger pass blocking against those elite edge rushers, and a lot of people in head-to-head seasons when you play online are trying to use edge threats. They are dominating, so having a guy with abilities might help you negate some of that pressure. Now I haven't had a chance to use this particular ability in Madden 21 yet, but in my head it sounds like a good idea, so I may go ahead and pick this card up just to try him out a little bit. That way I can give you guys a little bit of feedback. Maybe that will help you decide if you want to add this card to your team. Another card that I think people should really think about if they want to make some upgrades to their team is going to be this man, Devin Bush. If we have a look at his attributes, right there, 86 speed as a user. That's going to be really good. If we go ahead and check out his abilities, he has Avalanche. Now any downhill hit sticks are going to force fumbles. His ability isn't particularly interesting, but that X factor could be glitchy, could be a great addition to your team. And then there's also these gold cards. They're going for around 3,500 to 4,000 coins. The budget card I think people should be looking at is this man, Darnell Savage. If we go check out his stats, he has 89 speed, solid hit power as well, but that speed means even though the card is cheap, it's definitely going to be able to be usable, something that you can have on your team, even if it's just a depth safety. Spending only a few thousand coins to have a guy that can actually keep up with some of those fast guys, that's going to be a great addition to any team. Okay, so we've gone ahead and broken down all those players, but what should you be doing with the cards that you get from opening packs, or maybe from completing the challenges? We're in the binder now, checking out all the cards that I picked up from doing the challenges. Now I did go ahead and snipe a few of these cards on the auction house. Got the 80 overall for about 9,000 coins. I got 3 gold cards for about 2,000 coins a pop. The rest of the cards I got from doing the challenges, so this is the NAT from the daily challenge. These 3 cards right here are going to be the 3 auctionable golds that you get from doing those main set of challenges. We've got the 86 overall NAT Tre'Davious White that would be able to go into one of the master sets. And then we've also got these 2 elite cards for finishing completely that sequence of challenges. Now we saw on the auction house that Lamar Jackson's going for around 240,000 coins. If you do the challenges, I think you could probably do the set for around 160,000 coins. Now yes, that is still expensive, but that is a pretty fair price to pay for probably the best quarterback in the game. Now to go ahead and do that, you'd need to add your 85 to 86 overall card that you got from the challenges into the set of the master that you want to complete. From there you'd add the NAT Elite into one of the sets, probably one of the lower overalls. They only need 5 cards to complete the set, but their prices are fairly similar to the 86 overall, so I think that's going to be the best option. You're also going to have 4 golds from completing all those challenges. You put them in the exchange set, ready to turn them into an elite card. From there, you'd want to go ahead and pick up 1 gold to turn all of those golds into a single elite card. After adding that one, you'd have 3 elites. If you go ahead and pick up another 2, you'd be able to complete one of the sets for one of the lower overall cards you need for the master. At that stage, you have half the master already built out. You go ahead and purchase the final 2 pieces that you don't have already. And just like that, Lamar Jackson added to the team. When you're going ahead and buying these cards, you don't want to rush. Take your time. Go on and have a look at the prices. Try to see what would be a good value price. Don't just buy the first one you see. For that extra gold card you need, you could just go ahead and wait for the next set of daily challenges. That's going to give you another card. You could add that to the set. That way you could save yourself a few thousand coins just by waiting a little bit longer. I know for some people these cards are going to be good quality upgrades for their team. They're going to help build them up a little bit stronger. I guess the main thing to remember is make sure you're getting as much value from these cards as possible. These NATs, like I've talked about in the past, don't go ahead and quick sell them. There are better ways to go ahead and pick up training. You can turn these cards into coins and then buy better value training if that's something you want to do. And just like that, I think that is going to be it for today's video. We've talked about a lot of things. I'm definitely going to be going ahead and trying to complete this set for Lamar Jackson. I want to try to do it as cheaply as possible. I know I have a few coins stacked up at the moment, but spending all of those coins on a single player when I've got a lot of upgrades I need to do, probably not going to be the best option. Definitely go ahead and check out some of those budget beasts. I think they would be solid additions to most teams. Make sure you're going ahead and doing those challenges. There are a lot of easy ways to turn those cards into coins. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this promo, what you think of the players. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, thank you very much for coming through. I hope I was able to help you break down this promo a little bit. Take it easy, everyone. You can call me Spree, and we out.